clicks and clacks, building blocks, let's begin. Stacks on stacks, with beards we always win. In a world of plastic, our minds spin. Brick by brick, where do we dive in? Brickin' with the beard, we never stop. Talking pieces, colors going over the top. Custom sets, landscapes, got a shop. Tunes drop, make the hobby pop. From vintage sets to modern themes, minifig dreams with studs and seams. Castle walls, spaceship beams. Listen close, hear the gear screams. Connecting fans, yo, that's the plan. Building bonds piece by piece, man. Every episode more than just sand. Confidence grand, bricks in hand.
What is going on? What is up, everybody? We got
What's happening, people?
Another guest this week is insane, and then the one and only George is back once again. He's taking a big role.
I go where I'm needed.
Thank you for your service, sir.
You call, we haul.
Oh yeah. What is it? God, what was it? You used to call somebody's phone or something back in the day, and they'd pick it up. You're like, Joe's pull haul. You bag him, we tag him.
Yep. Cue ball speaking.
Yeah.
Jeez. I know some other ones, but they're probably not kid friendly for this show.
You got to wait till after 15 minutes to say that.
We'll probably ought to do that after the podcast. You might lose some viewers.
Well, what is going on? What have y'all been up to?
Busy.
Yeah, are you done with the ship yet, George?
No.
You know, I will say, I know that the stream is not just about me, but I sent Caden a picture. So I finished, let me grab this because I wanted to show this off anyway, because Gene tried to call me out on some, let's see, how long we've been going live? All right, I'll have to wait. Gene tried to call me out on something. So I had to rebuild a building just to spell a word to add a letter. But I got another building done.
That building looks so good. Like, your buildings are just absolutely amazing.
Well, I told Caden there is a slight issue. I am ordering these window pieces by 500 sections. Lego is now out of them, and this is all that I have left.
Yikes.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
Which windows?
I told him I might destroy some buildings just to, because if I throw one on that's been like, I've got two that have been hit with shells, so I've been able to break the glass in them and not show a full actual panel. And I may end up doing that. Never know. I might move some stuff around and cave another building in.
So, Richard, which windows are they?
They're not windows. They're 1x2 clear trans-clear plates. Don't worry, I've already looked. You have like 36 of them. I've looked at all the stores that I order from normally, and nobody has anything.
Dang.
The only other store that has them is that store that just randomly popped up in North Carolina. I think it was like 2 or 3 months ago. I've ordered from them twice because Lego still doesn't have them back in. And I may have to, I'm going to do that right now while I'm actually checking this out. Let me see how many they have left, because I may have to do another order.
Yikes.
I've got plenty of the 1x1s, but
regular windows that go in the frames, I got a bunch of those, but they're in trans.
Well, this was
or whatever.
This was one of the things that me and Lando were joking back and forth, and Lando was telling me that I needed to go against the grain and not have normal windows or door frames, and everything should be brick built. So here I am. All right, so they have 8,915 of these bad boys.
Jeez.
So let's order another 500.
Wow.
Corner in the market.
Hey, at one time, I think, so you know the zip lines that have the two, not the ones that have the studs on the end, but the ones that have the open holes?
Oh, them little
rubber
pieces-ish.
In dark green at one time, there was only one Bricklink store that had any, because I was buying every single one from every Bricklink store. and I think me and Caden, I think just separately, me and him have the 1x2x3 slopes in dark bluish gray and light bluish gray.
Yeah.
I think we have more than any Bricklink store there is. It's hey, I'm just saying. There's one of these
Those
days.
crazy Bricklink stores.
One of these days.
I got no room to talk. I've got Lego bulk everywhere. So
I just ordered. Was it 4,000 2x4 dark bluish gray tiles?
Jeez.
I figure for the Star Wars mock, I'm gonna have to have them.
yeah. Did you get them directly through Lego, or did you get them off Bricklink?
They're lug bolt.
Ah.
And that was kind of
Good
brings us to our topic tonight. How do you acquire your Lego? What Sam, I'll let you go first. How do you got a build that you're planning on? What do you do?
So, I usually go on actuallego.com, but sometimes lego.com is just a pain in the butt. Like I ordered an order on like what was it? January 17th, and it hasn't come in yet. It's like $120 order.
You have to be ordering non-bestseller.
No, I ordered non-bestseller. No, I ordered bestseller, and then it just doesn't arrive. So I called them so many times, and I'm like, "Come on!"
I've never had an issue from them.
I have a Lego ship over here that needs to get done in a month.
Say, I've been reading online. A lot of people having issues with Pick-a-Brick, even with bestsellers. But man, I've placed 4 orders this year and gotten every single one of them within a week.
Yeah, so my stuff usually, I normally order Friday is when I sit down and kind of make a big order. Mm-hmm. And because I kind of go throughout the week, I'll just keep adding to it as I need things.
Yeah.
And if I order it Friday, it's normally here either Sunday or Tuesday.
Well, that's not bad.
It all depends. If I have a set with it, a set usually comes on the Tuesday. If it's just bricks and pieces, it's normally like a Sunday.
Yep, I get that a lot. But there's a couple like big orders that I get that are just like a week long or 2 weeks long. I'm like, that's fine. But this order is just like crazy. But I also do Bricklink. Depends on if Lego does not have the pieces that I need for like an Arleigh Burke class destroyer that I'm working on, but also like a P-51 Mustang. This is all Bricklink parts. So,
well, one of the other things you're going to run into.
He orders from one of the best Bricklink stores around too.
Oh yeah, right there.
I don't think that George sells parts like that.
Oh.
That delivery charge just went up.
Sure did.
Went up about $5.
Can't believe you talk about Tori that way.
I would never talk about Tori. Technically, Tori don't own the store. He does. So.
No. No.
Jeez.
She's 51% owner. It's a women-owned business.
There you go.
Is that a tax cut?
Is.
I was going to say, is that a tax break?
I can give you preferential treatment in this DEI world.
Oh, that's a rabbit hole we cannot go down.
Oh yeah.
While they were playing that game, I played along.
We do have some people in the chat. We got Mr. Papa Trip here, of course, Lego History Sam, Marty Becker, David C. Krause. There's somebody in there named George Hicks. That guy.
It's an imposter.
Yeah.
Dang, no.
Trump says that is fake news right here. That is fake news. There cannot be two. EMS Brick says, what is poppin', my Brickin fam? Trevor says, what is up, boys? But that's, so to get back to what I was saying, I don't, with you using Lego, I don't know what's going on. I order, we've went over this countless times, and I don't think George ever heard me explain like how I order. But my ordering is very different from most people's.
Yeah, I'm going to look at it and see what it is. I have my other computer up, so I think it's during that busy season when that happened, and then there's like, I don't know if they missed my order or something.
Dropped off the radar.
Yeah, it says It's just crazy. I don't know what's going on.
I actually think I might know what's going on. They've actually went to your Instagram and figured out you're not building a big enough boat, so they're holding it for another order.
I just say, hey, I'm making some castle stuff. All right, I am a big castle fan.
The castle stuff does not work. I promise. I tried ordering all that castle stuff I had to come from Brickin. I have ordered more. There was more pieces at a Gene store in one base plate in the castle than this entire mock. The castle, for whatever reason, if I needed a piece in large quantity, Lego was like, "Yeah, sorry, we don't have that anymore."
That's with me with the flex tubes, those big gray flex tubes. I usually cut those and I use them for parts for anti-aircraft guns or fire hoses, and they don't have them anymore. And I'm like, dang it, I can't make any more destroyers.
All you
How
need
much
to
of
do
a purist are you with that tube?
Sometimes I leave it whole, but sometimes I just cut them in little sections.
Yeah, but look at this. Let me open your mind to something.
I'm not afraid of a razor blade, Gene.
No, I'm talking about what Richard's got.
Yeah,
There are companies on Amazon that have the exact same tube and the exact same Lego string for
So me and Gene were talking. I know that George has seen this. Yeah. So I was going to build the hoist for the M88 Hercules, the M888 Hercules, and to do it using Lego strings was like $15.
Yeah, it's
Holy
ridiculous.
crap.
I went to Gene, gave me some info. I got it right here somewhere. Well, I thought I did. Yeah, here it is.
I really wish I could highlight Trevor's comment down here.
Which one? That?
Yep. I think we all do that sometimes.
Well, Gene will tell you right now that if I'm on stream and I say, well, I'm going to order enough of these, I don't have to order anymore, I'll have to order more.
Yeah, that's what I did with my water. I keep on running out, and then I ordered another one, and I found like an actual bag of these like 1x4 transparent water pieces that actually finished it. So I have like 100 of those pieces coming in, while I have like 50 of them in the back, and I'm like,
I placed an order yesterday for Gene's store, and the main reason I placed that order was I needed the 1x1 modified studs with the stud on the side in medium nougat and dark red. Gene, Tori brings the order. I get it to work. I get home. I lay it out. I, dump the pieces out. I start building the first building, not the one I just showed, but the one I got done before that. And as I get done with it, I'm like, all right, I need to put up all these pieces. Well, apparently down here, I already had bags of both that I totally forgot about.
so you have like one whole building that's just
so like this right here. I'll tell you this is strange as shit, and I've never been able to explain this. So I'm right now the next I guess whatever you want to call it, set of tanks I build are the next German tanks. I will sit here, and what I'll do is I'll create I'll go to Studio and I will pull up a Brickmania instruction. I create the tank and change things about it and do it in my own like little bit of mod. I will take that part lot, I will put it on Bricklink, and I will times it by 3 and order all the parts. I will build those tanks and have 15 pieces left over.
Really?
And I'm like, how?
Man.
And if I go back and look, like it can be a specific piece, and that specific piece will be in there at a certain place. I'm like, how in the hell I do this? I do not know. The worst thing, like, once again, I'm going to have to. Me and George have actually been talking about this. There's going to be a point where I have to build another military mock, just because of the pure quantity of things I have. I probably have more tank tracks from Bricklink from Brickmania than a Brickmania store, and I am actually willing to bet money on it. I'm not going to say the main store, but if you go to Chantilly right now, I guarantee you, not in different variations, but in total packs, I bet I have more packs in my basement than they have in that store.
Jeez.
unless they have some kind of crazy amount of backstock, which then I'm just lost the bet. But
I have an idea for a military mock for you, and it's not a ship. I know that for a fact. Desert Storm. You should do
Funny, we've
Desert
been
Storm.
talking about that.
me and George have been talking about it. What was the other one? The Benghazi complex?
Oh, yeah, Benghazi. The
It could always come. You never know. But I will say for the let's see, it's 8/16 on March 19th, 2025. I have to get Star Wars done after this World War II mock.
that sounds like me. I have a list that just ever grows on things I would like to design, people want me to design, and I'm nowhere near close to checking that list off. And I keep adding stuff to it or skipping ahead and doing something else like ship.
Speaking of that, remind me when we end this, I got something to send you. There is a guy in my lug who is doing an old farm build, and he has brick built some old school John Deere tractors.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
wow.
sick.
And they are beautiful. They're minifig scale, but apparently just because of like the rareness of some of the pieces being like one of the wheels he's using are the yellow ones, and apparently they're like extremely expensive.
So that's pretty easy to convert to red tractors because those are the best.
No.
Are you saying
you
that
got it
Ford
wrong,
sucks?
John?
The
Ford
International
sucks.
Harvester,
Oh, International Harvester.
International Harvester,
International-
Farm
Ace and International Harvester.
Nah, I'm a John Deere guy, so I'm
The
sorry.
older stuff I like, the newest stuff, not so much.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I have no dog in this fight, so y'all get right
Well,
ahead.
I gotta tell you, I agree with you with the handles.
Trevor's
I know.
Trevor's got my back.
If I say the what was it? The international semi trucks are really good. We got about 5 of those cab overs from 1975 to like 1980.
Those were good years before
Oh yeah,
the DEF and all that crap.
yeah, but hey, they shift like nothing else. They're so sticky now, but they're old farm trucks. What you can do about it?
Whatever y'all say.
But John Deere's the best. I gotta tell you that. I'm
I
sorry.
don't have a dog in the fight when it comes to anything construction equipment or farming equipment.
Here's the thing. John Deere, and so down Waterloo, Iowa, there's a John Deere plant. During World War II, they transformed that into a tank plant. So they made Sherman tanks, Stuart Shermans, and American tank destroyers during World War II.
Trevor showed me a video a couple weeks ago. It's this guy interviewing like a fake person from Subaru, and it's like, "Oh, what kind of vehicles do you make?" And they're like, "Oh, we make Outbacks and four-wheel drive utility vehicles that are nice and small and get great gas mileage." It's like, "Well, what else do you build?" And he's like, "Oh, we also have like the cars that are 4-cylinder and they race in the rally." He's like, "Well, what else did you do?" And he's like, "Well, that's about it." And he's like, "No, what don't you like to talk about?"
Yeah, I know the guy you're talking about. He's got some funny skits.
It's like you look back in the day, and everybody that's driving cars right now, just about, if you look at the history of what that company used to build,
Volkswagen.
Yep.
every rich white man in America right now that's driving their 911 is technically driving a Tiger or a Panzer
Oh yeah.
straight into the highway.
Ferdinand.
Don't talk about the Japanese car companies. So
Yeah, when you call Mitsubishi and ask for warranty on those, they kind of hang up the phone. So, apparently, product service ended a long time ago.
yeah, I think so.
What is the video that I sent you the other day where it was like it showed the GT 500, the new one that was like racing France, and it was like 2025 Ford's going down the streets in France, and then it was like 1945 Ford's going down the street.
And it's a Sherman.
Yeah.
Well,
I've seen quite a few of those that are pretty good.
I can't believe Ford actually made Jeeps. That's just something that blew my mind.
I know the Jeep originally was created by Bantam Car Company, and they they couldn't keep up with the quantities that the U.S. government was asking. So Willys took over, and then Ford got a contract to build them also.
Wasn't it just
They couldn't keep up either, so they got who was it? There's somebody in Canada was doing it.
Oh yeah, I can't think of the name. If Evan's on here, he'll tell us.
I used to have a '69 one. I can't remember.
I know that what y'all are talking about in a way. Wasn't it like that we needed like an X amount, so they created the company Willys pretty much just to make not the company, but the section of the company to make the Jeep, and like their plants weren't big enough, so they had to outsource it again.
Yeah, that's
so it was like the contractor subcontracted the subcontractor.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, that's like the M1 carbine I've got's made. The barrel's made by IBM, which was a typewriter company at the time. The receiver's made by another company I can't think of, and then the stock and trigger are made by somebody completely different.
Well, here's
crazy
something.
To think what businesses quit making to help the war effort.
And also where those businesses were at, because Brickmania, that's where they made the 5-inch 38 guns from World War II on destroyers.
And
yep. So that history's still there.
The Canadian Jeep was a Kaiser.
Kaiser, that's right. Which sounds German.
It does. Very, very German.
I have a what did I do with it? I have a joke. So I've been kind of afraid to do some Easter eggs in this mock, just because I know like war is one of those things, especially World War II, where people are really like anal about.
Yep.
I have. Hold on, real quick. Let me find it.
When'd you start growing a beard, Sam?
Well, ever since winter started. So when I'm out on the road, I'm like, well, it's cold out. Gotta get some more warmth up here.
So the last Lego order I ordered in, I actually did not know Lego sold this, but I actually have one of the original German Tiger 1s.
Oh my gosh! No way! Jeez.
You should put that on there.
I thought about it. The only thing is it would make it more funny if I did it like if I did like an African mock, because technically tigers are not going to be in Germany at all.
You got to give something for somebody to question your.
I got an idea.
Project.
What about the war crime Panther?
You keep saying that like over and over and over. The Panthers are not coming yet. Okay.
I want you to make an American.
Look.
Yeah. You could do some modifications, make it look kind of American, have it like on the side of the road, destroyed.
All right, the Panthers are coming. Calm down.
It needs to be like an American Panther, kind of.
I know, it's a Sherman. It's a Sherman.
It's actually it's a Panther that looks like a tank destroyer, American tank destroyer. Oh, someone needs to make it. I've been telling Nate, and he's like, no, I'm not making that. I'm like, come on, you're the tank guy. You got to have an American tank destroyer.
All you got to do is tell George to tell Nate to make it, and Nate will make it.
That's true. And he'd be like, did Sam tell you? And you're like, yes.
I mean, you keep telling all of us to build stuff, and I just keep telling you to build a bigger boat.
Here's the problem. Look at my space. You see it?
See, Sam, there's an easy reconciliation for all that.
Mm-hmm.
You have 50 small boats. Just build one big one.
No, I'm not doing that. You know how long it took Iowa to make? 4 years. I'm not destroying that girl. Also, I love my destroyer, so I'm making more of those. And also, look at George. It's like almost a year since he's building his Arleigh Burke.
Oh, it's only been since November 30th.
But you know what? It's a big boat.
It's a big boat.
It-
But
it's
I
not
will
a boat
say
ship.
Sam's are probably a lot easier to transport. And if one of
Oh,
them
heck
falls
yeah.
apart, it's a lot easier to put back together.
So
So
I will say,
You'll-
especially to talk about like the topic tonight about like how do we acquire Lego. Me and Sam, when we were coming up with the theme for tonight, one of the things we were going to talk about is how you transport Lego as far as mocks. You know what dinged
Yes.
the other day? Now I have boxes down here, a bunch of totes that I took the castle in. And when I
Mhm.
built the castle, this is no lie. You can ask my wife. So I went to Walmart. I walked to the Lego section and I took two 32 by 32 base plates, walked over to the tote section and found one that they would both fit in, like side by side. I
way.
bought every single one they had, which was like 20 of them. Came back home, built the Mills plates, and started building the castle in there. And I kept taking because my Mills plate sections are two of those base plates beside each other connected. Put it in there, kept building on top. I kept putting it in the box when it was built, made sure the lid fit. Built it a little higher, made sure the lid fit. When it wasn't touching the lid anymore, I took it off and built the entire castle based on the fact that that bottom part had to sit in the box, and I could not build taller than that. I have not done that with
Wow.
this.
Oh,
That's,
Jesus.
that's scary.
So what I'm hoping is I can take all these Mills plates apart, stack them on top of each other, and then take these other boxes or these other totes and build these houses. The houses, every single one I have except for one, is pretty sturdy.
Yeah.
But the problem is all the doors and everything else are brick built, so they're all held on by bars and like jumper plates or
Mhm.
snot bricks. So if you push on them hard enough, they just fall in. And I'm worried I'm going to have to put doors on every single one of these at a convention.
I'm afraid of my Laffy model right over here. This big one. Um, I Dan gave me the haul, gave me the Johnson instructions. And he's like, "Go for it. If you want to scrap the haul, you could." I'm like, "Nope. I'm making an L&M Sumner." And then Patriots Point, Charles, South Carolina, contacted me saying, "Hey, Can you come down here for the 80th anniversary of the kamikaze attack on the Laffy?" I'm like, "Sure." Started making the water and stuff, and I'm like, how the heck can I transport this? I have to go from Iowa to South Carolina, 18-hour drive. So that's the topic I kind of want to discuss about because I have no idea because of the rest of my ships. I just set them in my car. There's no box or anything. I just set them in my car.
I
How
wish
I
long?
know it's
How
I
long
wish
is it,
I had a
Sam?
mock that I could just sit in a car.
how long is my model?
Yeah, the water
The
and
jump.
the
So it is whoa, 4 gray base plates. There's 4 gray base plates long and 1 gray base plate wide. I have it so I can lift my Laffy out of the water, so I can transport that separately, and that's separating the 3 seconds, just like Johnston.
yeah.
But I love it. This project's been so good, but I'm worried about the smoke though. The smoke is kind of terrifying.
I gave up trying to build smoke.
Sam, I thought you built big models. I mean, 4 base plates long and 1 base plate wide. I mean, that's like a half bath in one of Richard's buildings.
Jesus.
You're,
Well,
you
I have
you said 4 base plates long,
4 base plates long.
so
And
your
that's just the
ship
water.
could fit in my courtyard and not even touch a house.
Yep. Jeez. Oh my gosh, that mock is gonna be so good. I can't wait to see it.
You have to build a bigger boat.
Say that'll fit on the flight, or not the flight deck, but the deck of the Burke here.
We could do
Be
it
like
at World War
Baby
Brick.
ship on a big ship.
Yeah. Put Johnston on there too from History and Heritage Command. There you go.
Yeah. Say if I don't have the superstructure completed by then, I'm gonna need something to put on top. I'm putting the Philly deck on there and putting a sign under construction for the next show.
I could put my Sullivan's DDG-68 on there. That's an Arleigh Burke.
There you go.
I need to get that bow fixed. That bow was a pain in the rear to get right, and it's still fragile. I've been working on that for like 2 years, and it's smaller than what you're doing.
Well, I have exactly about 2 weeks to pump out the rest of the city. I sent George a picture that I'm trying to recreate. That'll be the next. So like, I can build a building in one night, no problem. But the problem is like it took me. I'm gonna say it takes me once I get a tank design, or when I start on studio. Between that and the time the tank design's finished is another like hour and a half, 2 hours. Then I have to build it, which is another. If I'm building 3 of them, it's probably another 2 hours.
Jeez.
The vehicle, I'm not really worried about the tanks because I'm not taking. I don't think I'm going to put any of the. I mean, none of the German tanks I have in German vehicles are actually going to be in Bastogne. So none of that really matters right now. I can push all that behind me. American vehicle wise, I'm pretty much done except for I'm trying to get some. I haven't found a design I like. I actually wanted to show. Crap, I messed up. Oh, but I actually wanted to show George tonight. I have some after we get off. I have some field guns that I built that I don't know if I really like, except for one. I have a was it the Pack 40 or the Pack 36, the anti-air gun that Germany had, the big one that had the 4 legs that like.
Oh, like the like what they put on the Tiger, Pack 38, right?
Maybe. I have one of those I
They
built in like a camo form, and it looks pretty good.
Brickman made a kit of that a while back.
I tried to get.
That was that.
I'm trying to get Dan to send me the instructions for Jumbo Sherman. That's the only real tank that I need left by the Americans. The rest is all field vehicles.
Jeez.
This mock will be full of vehicles, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, I had a relative that was in the Battle of the Bulge. He never talked about it. No one even knew he was in the Battle of the Bulge. They only knew he was in World War II. Then after he passed, and there's like 5 photos of him in the battle, and they're like, "Really? He was in the Battle of the Bulge?" But I'm happy.
Do what?
I'm happy that you're doing the Battle of the Bulge correctly.
What do you mean correctly?
Well, I did a Battle of the Bulge once, and it was a small base plate, and that didn't look good. I just based after a bunch of other photos.
You realize there is not one single building in this that is like anything to do with historical value of where it should be.
Jeez. It looks.
No, I've done the research. I've read the stories. I've looked at as many photos as I can. None of the buildings seem like that they really matter. Like there's no. The church was there, but the church really didn't get popular other than the show Band of Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
It was an aid station back in the day, but it wasn't like that was like a big thing. Like it was just a big building they used. So there's no true historical value to my Bastogne at all. But I don't think there really needs to be.
And that's fine, doing some like creativity with that. That's very cool. But me, I have to do everything on my ships correctly until a Navy guy comes up and is like, "That's wrong." And I'm like, "All right, I'll fix it."
Say, I've had a guy follows me on Instagram that served on a Arleigh Burke, and he's been helping a lot to make sure I get a lot of these details correct. The issue I run into is I'm looking at photos from when it was commissioned in 1991. It's still an active ship. They do updates all the time.
Yeah,
so,
that's
crap.
That's a problem. That's where I get turned into a lot because I have to do like for my Iowa, for example, I was supposed to have a 40 millimeter on top of the second what was it? 16-inch gun right below the bridge. And I've been doing research and oh, she never had it. Why did she never had it? And like I found another photo. It's just 3 20 millimeter anti-aircraft guns on there, and I'm like, why, but it was originally designed as a command ship. So, but
Well, at
yeah,
least y'all
those
have photos that exist of what y'all are building.
Well, I guess what I'm trying to get at is sometimes it's nice to have the luxury of just building what you want to build and what you think it should be,
Oh yeah.
compared to trying to get the details.
Well, I mean, you got to think it's if I had an actual like printer, it would be different because I could print the signs and stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't, and I mean, if a building is destroyed, a building is destroyed. You can't really do much more about it.
Mhm. A printer would be handy.
Oh, I know. I've tried to get Gene to go into business with me. Gene wouldn't do it. Crimson Toaster says, "Hey, hey, hey!" And guess who applied to Chicago? You applied to Chicago, and I refunded all my money because I'm not going.
I'm not going either.
So
I
Sam,
did not.
to clear up what Richard was saying, when he says, I've tried to get Gene to go into business with me, when we translate that into normal English, it means I've tried to get Gene to buy the printer for me.
I see what
That's
you do.
going
I
into
see what you
business.
do.
There has to be brains and money.
So
I just happen to have the brains.
you can do some like what was it? Little like candy bars, just called brick bars or something.
There's all that's out there. If I honestly had a printer right now, the stuff I would start doing, I've gave ideas to plenty of people that have printers. Me and George were just talking about this the other day. So I've been talking about doing something more modern like Desert Storm.
Mhm.
When it comes to anything like that, there's nobody that does like any kind of and this is gonna sound bad, I guess, because I'm calling them the bad guys. But you, other than Germans in World War II, you technically cannot buy any kind of other military branch other than Americans, except for some British. The Japanese are out there a little bit, but there's not an actual company that prints like Taliban or any kind of what is the oh god, what is his name? Forest Moon Bricks. Doesn't he print like? Don't he have like a Royal British Air Force?
I think so. And then I've seen maybe some Royal Commandos.
Yeah,
But,
there's
yeah.
not much out there on like the other sides of the world other than America.
Brickmania did the Republican, Iraqi Republican Guard, very limited run. But yeah, you really, for modern military stuff, you don't see a whole lot of other combatants.
Yep. Probably because it just hits a little bit too much because of more people remember it and stuff, I believe.
That could be true.
Yeah, but at the same time, I need all those guys to have flashbacks to buy my minifigure and take it outside and show it what the old 45 will do.
Oh, jeez.
I don't think I said it, but I don't think I sent you the video, George. Did I send you the video where the guy is at his house and he's talking, his wife's talking about like doing some upgrades, and he goes out and he's like, I thought it was like some kind of instructional video that I got sucked into watching it first. He's like outside, he's like, well, let me show you how to put up a shelf. And he like uses a leveler, marks a line. He puts the shelf, like marks another line. He's like, this is going to be a floating shelf. So what you got to do is put the brackets on. So he like takes the bracket, like template. He like drills 2 holes. He drills 1 hole in the other one. And he's like, I just want you to know that while doing this, it's held up by 10mm bolts. He's like, but if you don't happen to have a 10mm bolt, you can also sometimes use a 3/8. And he was like, a 3/8 will fit it loosely. He's like, if you don't have a 3/8, use your 9.
I've seen similar with mechanics working
I'm
on
like,
cars.
man, I'm out here watching this 15-minute video thinking I'm about to learn something. Matt Minna, what is up? Cool Han Luke Bricks says, what is up, people? So, Gene, for you and Trevor out there that build the F1 cars, this MoneyGram car, the nose piece that they use for the front, this 1x6 slope, This MoneyGram car is the first one that's not printed. You have to sticker it,
Really?
which makes no sense to me because the other 3 I've built are all printed.
Huh.
Lego
Save
makes no
money?
sense.
I don't.
It's just there's some like stuff like that that kind of make me mad, like Lego Star Wars, for example.
Lego Star Wars makes everybody mad.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. So my USS Juno over here, right here. I destroyed the 2016 Millennium Falcon playset for it. Sorry, Lego Star Wars fans out there.
The
I've
UCS
been,
Millennium Falcon?
No, the play scale one.
Oh,
If it was it would be like 10 times bigger if it was the UCS one.
Maybe you should have bought the UCS one then.
yeah.
Well, that was 2016, so that was 9 years ago.
He was a wee lad.
Yep.
Me and my wife have been talking about. So I'm gonna buy when it comes out. I'm buying the Beauty and the Beast Lego castle.
Mm-hmm.
You can't see it, but on this shelf right here is all like. So you're seeing the Mario. Above the Mario is like airplanes of random like time periods.
Mm-hmm.
Above that is the Disney castle and the AT-AT, the UCS. I need to move the UCS AT-AT so I could put the Beauty and the Beast castle up there, but I don't have any more room for it. I think I'm going to take the UCS AT-AT and the UCS Millennium Falcon apart.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you gonna make a torpedo boat or something?
No,
Or
I'll
you're
put them in.
gonna-
When I do anything like that, I will actually take I'll take it apart and put it in boxes with that set and like put it away. Like I'm not gonna piece that out.
Jeez, that's smart though. I'm not gonna piece out one of my ships back here. They're all on my shelves.
You'll learn one day when you run out of room and you have to make choices.
Well, I'm already running out of room. I have like artifacts in one shelf, ships on the other shelf, airplanes on one shelf, just one lonely Sherman tank on the other one.
Well, I have so much stuff
Yeah,
that I
but-
want to put behind me. What?
You guys are talking about shelves. I mean, we got rooms. I mean, like, this is modulars. That's TV and movie. The next room over is all technic construction stuff. The kitchen is all botanical.
Oh, gee.
Gene, there's a huge
living-
difference
The
between
living
you and
room
us.
is architectural.
There's a huge difference between you and us. You're rich. We're not.
I'm out fresh out of college and driving semi truck, so I can't make a big ship because of that. I'm a little bit broke.
Gene has all the money in the world.
Oh yeah,
Had.
because he
That's
sells a
what
lot of
had.
Lego stuff. Had.
He just needs to do a small investment of $30,000 and let me buy some printers.
I was going to ask how many printed $100 bills on 1x2 tiles does Gene have in inventory?
Oh my God.
There you go.
That's why he's rich.
I will have to say that you just reminded me of this. Gene didn't get to witness this. I thought I had a funny joke going. The Bricks and Minifig store opened in Kernersville. We go there opening day, and I bought a bag full of the bulk brick because I've been throwing a lot of the bigger wheels and stuff in them and the tires just for the Star Wars stuff. I'm planning on like turning them inside out and building like cylinders and stuff. And I was joking and found $100 printed tile, the 1x2. And when the guy was like, "Are you ready to check out?" And I said, "Yeah." He rung me up and he was like, I forgot what he said it'll be. It was like $27. He's like, "All right, here you go." I handed it to him. And he was like, "Oh, do you want to add this to the vault?" And I'm like, it's not even funny now.
Gee. I would just like start typing in on the computer. I'm like, you got this much in Lego Star Wars money.
I tried.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, Republic credits don't work there either.
Dang it.
Damn it, Watto.
Well, look, I've got this random woman besides me, son. If you'll take him,
Right.
one of these days he might
well-
mean something to the galaxy.
One of my relatives owns a Bricks and minifigure store up in Minneapolis. He runs it pretty good. I have 2 of my ships up there right now, so.
See, look, you've done mentioned like 13 different ships. If you would just take them all apart and build one.
You're gonna keep saying it, and I'm just gonna say, no. Here's a pre-dreadnought. Here's a small pre-dreadnought. I talked to Dan.
George,
I'm like, you got it.
I just looked. We're down to $3,300 bills.
Well, that's math not good.
$3,300.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. Yeah,
You're
you're
not
not getting
that
a
rich
UV
in Lego
printer
City.
anytime soon.
You're not that rich in Lego City, all right?
George is like, damn it, where's my calculator?
I've had a long day. I've taught a class for 8 hours. My brain is fried. So
You take the 4, carry the 1. How did I get 750?
right.
It's okay, George. At least you didn't drive your semi in snow today, so.
Yeah, you can keep that up there.
Nah,
We,
I'll
we
bring
had
it down
snow
there for you
about 5
guys.
minutes, so
Well, we
I'm
had
over
we couldn't see the edge of our driveway.
that's crazy.
Yeah. Welcome to Iowa.
Mother Nature's been off her meds here lately.
Yeah, it was like, hey, it's springtime. No, it's winter now.
Nope.
Oh, it's spring. It's winter now. Oh, you want
All
spring
the-
back? Here's 80 degrees.
It's
Next
Kay
day.
today
Tomorrow
said,
is the first day of spring.
it's Kay today said, hello everyone. I'm out of the basement. Had 4 tornadoes reported in my town here in Indiana. Storm Pass. I'm good. The hospital and airport reported damage. I'm glad you're okay.
Wow.
Mother Nature's off her meds.
Yeah.
Yep.
We
Yeah.
were 80 one day last week, and then 70-mile-an-hour winds and tornadoes, and then it snowed Saturday.
Here's
That's
something.
what's so funny. Everybody acts like that's sporadic weather, and me and Gene are just like, yeah, that's normal North Carolina.
Oh,
activity.
that's normal Midwest here. So
Yeah.
you could
So
start
know
the
you're
day in
gonna-
a parka and flip flops by the end of the day, sitting outside
Yeah.
drinking a beer.
That's
Oh,
Tuesday.
Or there's
Tuesday.
gonna be, or there's gonna be a tornado at like 9 o'clock at night right beside your house in December.
Yeah,
That's what we had
good.
one year, and like there was no like tornado drill, no not tornado alarms on our phones, nothing. And then the next morning, the abandoned farm on the other side of our field, it's gone. The roof on the house landed right next to our house. It sounded like a freight train that night. And then there's like this one clear shot of where the tornado was. It looked like someone just did a roll, like steamroller, pushed it. It's just flat.
Well, I'll tell you when you freak out. So my mother-in-law lives in Louisiana. And I mean, they get tornadoes all the time, hurricanes and tornadoes.
The top part of the
It's northern part of Louisiana.
northeast.
When you wake up and turn on the news to see what the weather is, and the national weather truck is parked in the school parking lot 100 yards from your mother-in-law's house, that's not a good feeling.
No,
No.
probably take cover.
I've seen twisters. All you need is a Ford Ranger.
Oh. Nah, you just need to stand outside and wait until it touches down, and you're like, it's time to go back inside.
As long as you're playing Luke Combs, you can actually drive straight towards the tornado in a Silverado, and you'll be fine.
Yep.
Play that one song about one state in the South, just above Texas.
Every song is about Texas.
Oh, jeez.
I want to move. I would like to move to Texas. Gene, back to what we were talking about earlier. How do you acquire your Lego?
So it varies, depends on what we're acquiring.
So I've got a question about this, and I was actually I was going to start a conversation with George about this on Instagram, but I want to see what you think about this first. So I have a legit question. So you go to your Bricklink store, you see something that pops up, and I go to your Bricklink store. I order something. Let's just say, for instance, it's a 1x2 trans clear plate. All right, you have them listed for 13 cents a piece. I order 1,000 of them. It's $130 plus shipping, whatever, blah 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 blah. You're out of them now because all you had was 1,000. As a Bricklink store, what makes you not go to Lego's website immediately and order them because they're cheaper?
So if we were dealing in new parts and if we wanted to chase the sales, that's what we would do. But what we do is use it creates a much bigger variety of parts that draws people in. So people will come in and want to buy those 2 or 3 really odd parts, and they buy a bunch of stuff to go with it as they leave.
Yeah.
And so you can't populate the odd parts at Lego.
And see, I'm just, and I wasn't using you exact for anything. It's just I was wondering, like, there's certain parts that are cheaper on Lego that people buy consistently, like 2x2 tiles is one of them. They're cheaper on Lego than they are on 90% of people's Bricklink stores.
And that's probably a good question for Renee and Pete, because they do the new part thing and they buy large quantities at times. But to me, I don't know how you guess what people are going to buy.
Star Wars. Gray.
Yeah. Well, Star Wars will always sell.
Maybe
But now
some.
back to your question, where do we get it? We do some new parts, but we list them all as used. We watch the sales, like when stuff's discontinued or on clearance or whatever. You have to have a certain return rate for it to be worthwhile in a Bricklink store, because you got a certain percentage of the parts that just don't sell well. But when you part out a set, you're going to get the quick sellers and the not so quick sellers. So you got to make sure you got a high enough return rate to justify buying the sets. Most of what we have is bulk, and we get bulk from lots of places. We had one source for a couple of years that was buying bulk on Facebook Marketplace, taking out all the minifigures and selling it back to us for dirt cheap. There's a lot of work that goes into cleaning and sorting that stuff, but we like that. So
there's a guy I've been watching that's doing that with eBay auctions. They've been buying just minifigs, and they've been coming out on top with just about every order. It makes me want to get into stuff like that, but I just couldn't.
You got to be prepared to play the long game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I mean, so the other place we get it from is buying out other stores. The people that thought they were going to make a vast fortune with a Bricklink store didn't realize how much work it was going to involve, and they just couldn't do it, so they sell out. So we bought at least one store a year every year we've been open.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I just saw somebody post in our local group that they were selling their entire store inventory because it was more than they thought it was going to be and not as profitable as they thought it was going to be, I guess. So,
and a lot of the profitability has to do with how you've got it organized and what you're focusing on. If you're trying to chase those parts that Richard was talking about, you're never going to catch it. If you're buying it from Lego for 3 cents and you're selling it for 4 cents, you got to sell 500 of them to pay for the shipping.
yeah.
I mean,
it's a gamble. I'll just keep buying. I don't want to try selling.
I was just wondering because like I've noticed like the 1x2 tiles is what I was talking about basically. A lot of stores don't have them in like a large quantity, but the ones that do, they're 5 to 6 cent more most of the time than Lego sells them. So as a
all about the convenience.
it makes me want to go buy them to sell them, but as a buyer standpoint, I don't know how they're, I'm just going to go to Lego each time. Until now, Lego's out, but
Yeah,
it's like
there was a time when you could go buy bulk on the auction sites, on eBay and on
Good.
Shop Goodwill and stuff like that. But word got out and people started bidding stupid high amounts. And so now it doesn't cash flow.
Well, I've noticed the Lego world, especially like the social media side of it, the Lego social media side has died down, which is a good thing because it gets rid of all the fake people that were there that was just riding the train in the community because it was a popular thing to do. I will say that I don't know. Of course, like I said, I talked to all y'all a lot outside of here, and I've talked to just about everybody in the group outside of here. This was something I wanted to talk about before I show the mocks and stuff tonight. Anyway, Lego is always on top of things. They try to take. I don't care what anybody says. They try to take a lot of people's thoughts into consideration, especially when it comes to themes. In my opinion. Are they doing everything that we want? No. Are they coming out with castle sets again? No. Are they coming out with pirate sets again? Not really. But Lego a couple weeks ago, me and Gene were talking about how they announced that they're doing One Piece sets, and it's kind of weird because One Piece is not exactly kid friendly, even though it's a cartoon or an anime. There's some certain things against it. Well, yesterday we got confirmation or a hint that Lego is coming out with Pokemon.
Yeah.
And that's going to be huge.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be huge. Definitely for a lot of people.
I'm really excited about it. I'm a Pokemon fan. I still to this day I sold them a couple years ago, but right now I've been trying to get the original. I think it's like the original 5 first sets that dropped. So them doing that is definitely a really cool thing. But I'm wondering what they're going to do. Somebody in the lug already said it's going to be nothing but brick heads, which would piss me off. But
I think it would be cool to have like a big like Pikachu model or something, like a UCS version.
Well, I'm really hoping they do. I mean, they spend enough money on like molded figs, like this tiger right here. If they do little mold, I mean, they're not going to do every single one.
Oh, that'd be a lot of them.
Yeah.
I catch them all.
I will not.
I'm really surprised they're doing it since Mega Bloks or Mega Construct, whatever the heck they're called now, has, I'm assuming, the license for them.
Well, they had the license in Lego. If I'm not mistaken, that it was ending in Lego bought them. So Lego technically isn't dropping Pokemon until 2026, but they have the ability to say they have the licensing now.
That's smart. That makes
Which is basically like a slap in the face. Like, hey, George, let me get this right. I know that you're not as big as my company, and I know that you like messing with tractors, but guess what? Next year I'm taking them from you.
Yeah.
So with them taking Pokemon, I see Mega Bloks ending in the next year or two.
Yeah, I see that too. Holy cows!
Because they're not doing anymore. They're not doing the Walking Dead anymore.
Oh, I forgot about the Walking Dead sets.
I mean, they don't have anything anymore.
I think it becomes a collector item and everybody wants to get all the Mega Bloks. So we quit seeing it in the bulk we're sorting.
Gene, I thought you said you liked Mega Bloks.
No. So that's probably, honestly, the biggest pain in the ass part of what we do. Selling used Lego, when you buy bulk, you invariably get a bunch of crap in it that, Mega Bloks, Tyco, Connects, Hasbro, A&N, yep. I'm sorry, A&M. And we've gotten to where we can just about tell which brand it is by how the plastic looks.
Really?
Yeah.
It's K today
Well,
brought up
too
a good
long when you
point
can do
though. He did say that he's a little sad Lego has the IP because the Charizard was like $10 for 222 pieces and it looks great. Now Lego has it. It's going to be $100 set.
Yeah, it's going to be expensive. I just hope they don't do like they did with Mario and have like those big bulky figs.
God, I wish they would just drop a minifig. Just
Yeah.
drop a minifig. I really thought we were going to get one with Mario Kart, but I like the Mario Kart way they went in a way. But I would like to see a minifig.
I was surprised they never did actually a minifig for Mario.
There's a lot of us that wish they would.
So speaking of minifigs, they announced doing those minifig cars for F1.
Yeah,
When are those coming out?
next month.
Are they?
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's so the CMF series that have got released this year. One of them is the F1 cars, and one of them I think it's called Welcome to the Spider-Verse. I don't know. I showed it a couple weeks ago where they're all like the Spider-Man figs, which I'm actually really excited about that. I'm not going to buy the F1 cars. I'm not going to lie. But also the thing behind the F1 cars is it's like a little build. I don't think the minifig in it is actually a minifig. If I'm not
I think
mistaken,
the
it's
car
like
is the minifig.
yeah, it's like a headpiece.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting to see.
It's like going back to like the classic style, kind of. The old time cars.
It's just something I'm not interested in.
They really need to make some like, what was it, Daytona 500 cars. That would be awesome.
Those are called stock cars, sir.
Yep, I know that.
Down here in the South, we call that Sunday.
Occasionally Saturday.
Yeah.
I like my hobby stocks though.
The reality of it is because once you start drinking on Saturday, by Sunday you can only turn left, and so NASCAR works well with it.
Oh, that's
Here
true.
we go again.
All right.
right.
So, how expensive is that piece?
By the way, hey, Sam, did you know that Dale's dead?
Ah, Jane. Jeez.
Man, we're gonna have to kick Gene off this panel.
I just
Gene, by the
replaced
end of the night, I want you to apologize to our Lord and Savior.
George
Right
checks.
help right there. Oh, that. Well, so got me all messed up now. Gene's in a different spot.
I know.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna look over at Bearded Bricks. I'm like, oh dang.
Ah, there you go.
There you go. That's right.
Gene's just mad because the one team that he pulls for hasn't done nothing since the GT40 in what, 80, 82?
Who's that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Gene,
did you bring some stuff tonight for?
Yeah, I really only brought two things, and it was just kind of a slow week on interesting parts this week.
That piece is hell expensive.
So the two things we got are that sword right there, which the purpose of bringing up that sword is just volatility. If you look at the sales history of what it's sold for, I mean they're going for 53 cents to $4.97.
Do you want some of those swords?
Sure.
Sure.
I've got like 50 of them down here.
Yeah, we've only got two left.
Those came in the Harry Potter CMS.
It's just weird. It's just weird how volatile they are. Every time they bring out a set that has them, the value goes up rather than down, which is kind of contrary to what you would think.
Well, I think a lot of people. So right now they're not in a set that you could just buy because it was with the CMF Harry Potter, and then they released it again in one set. I think that that sword is only in like 4 sets.
9 sets.
Is it 9 now?
Yeah, and it just came out again in Malfoy Manor.
So it was in Malfoy Manor. It's in the CMF. What else is it in besides Gringotts?
Talking Sorting Hat last year. 2023, it was in the Wizarding Bank, Gryffindor House Banner, and Battle of Hogwarts. The weird thing to me is just how volatile it is. I mean, like I said, it goes anywhere from 57 cents to $4. And then because of that, we really don't keep up with the price. We list it, and whatever it listed at when we put them in is what it's at. So we've got them for $235 right now.
Good old supply and demand.
Yeah, it's just bizarre. And see, we're low because the average right now is $294.
I bought when I was buying back in the day. Whenever you would have to fill the pack, George, and see
I
what
miss
was
those
in,
days.
I was doing this weird thing where I was just buying like a crap ton of a CMF series, and I would open them live. And if it was a duplicate, like for the Harry Potter ones, I just asked a random Harry Potter question, and if you got it right, I was just shipping it to you.
Man, I should have paid attention when you were doing those shows.
So Richard, the other thing we had on here was this set. So we got that set used, and it was put together, and it looked complete. So we took it apart, washed it, inventoried it. The parts we had, the stickers were starting to look pretty worn on it. But we said, you know what? Somebody may still want it. We didn't look at how many were available. We just bagged it up neatly, listed it for sale, and I think it sat in inventory for 6 or 7 months. And some guy contacted us last week and asked about it. And so he asked how yellow the white parts were. And so I was like, well, I don't know. I remember the stickers being worn. So I pulled it out, sent him pictures of it, and he turned around and immediately bought it. And I thought, well, that's weird. He bought that awful fast. I wonder how many are available. So I go and look. 0.
I've never even seen that set. What is
I've
it?
never either seen. I thought it was like
Theme.
Gunman.
It's an Exo Force set. Yeah, it was just, it shocked me. I mean, it's from 2007. Ours were not yellowed at all. So I was shocked that, I mean, it wasn't yellowed at all. But he was happy with the way the stickers were, and he's like, heck yeah, I'll buy it.
You sold yourself
So
short.
that's what made that one interesting, was the fact that after we sold it, I looked to see how many more are available, and it was a big fat 0.
I've never seen that set before. It definitely looks like a Gundam of some sort.
So what'd you bring mock-wise?
First, I wanted to show. Well, let's get to this. Everybody knows that I'm a car guy. Gene likes cars. Now that we got George in here, George is definitely a race car fan. Fast and the Furious means a lot to a lot of people, whether people want to bullshit on it or not. It started a whole uproar, especially down here where I live. And we got a couple of cars in the Speed Champion size. We've got the the Challenger, which we've seen it in 100 different sets. We've seen a lot of the people do like the Skylines, and then we got the Skyline. Well, next up in the Speed Champion side, we get this. I'm gonna buy it just because of the nostalgia of it. Does this look like a S2000?
No.
Not really.
No.
It's way. I mean, S2000 is probably one of the harder. It'd be like trying to replicate a
Yeah, I
car.
was gonna say
Like every part on the whole car is round.
Yeah, I was gonna say that looks like Fast and Furious.
It's just, I don't know what I guess who designed it. I know that the pink limitations I know that they weren't going to do a lot of parts specific in pink just for this set. But it doesn't look that bad to the point where I'm not going to buy it.
Back in Boston.
Also, it's just all stickers, I believe. It's 100% all stickered up.
Oh yeah, but I mean every Speed Champions is.
I think the headlights might be printed and the windshield. Other than that, it's all stickers, and that looks like a giant pain.
You are correct. But as I'm sitting here putting an F1 car together,
Full of stickers.
yeah, I mean this set alone. See, the highest number I see is 27.
Wait till you get to the McLaren. The McLaren, I'm looking at 35.
I got the what was it, the race car Speed Champion. It's a Chevy. It's different colors. That had a lot of stickers, and I didn't like it.
Every Speed Champions though is going to come with a whole lot of stickers, unless it's a
Just
one
print
by
it.
one. For some reason, if it's a one by one, it's printed. I've never understood that.
Weird
But-
logo.
To get into some mocks, George has been here a couple weeks now, and I've really yet to bring anything military. And there for a while, I was bringing a lot of military mocks. So this week, I did a little mix. First, this guy Woomy World does some really cool stuff. When I first started showing off mocks, I was telling people how I didn't really care for any of the brick built figs, but this guy kills it.
Oh,
Wow.
that's pretty cool.
Yes,
That does not look Lego at all.
no.
Holy cow.
But he used the ghost feet pieces from Ninjago for the hair and the, I guess, contraption he's making. I'm assuming this thing is a lot bigger than it looks, but like this
Not
piece,
really. Not really. Those are Bionicle parts.
And
They're not that
the
big.
sword has a helicopter piece on it. It's one of the
Yeah.
props.
Yeah, it's like 10 long, maybe.
I mean, so this right here is
Yeah.
what is that, a 4x4 octagon?
Yeah.
Zoom
I
into
mean,
it.
it's pretty big.
And there's a cone stud on top with it looks like a little spear. I can't remember what those are called. I usually use them as like bombs or something.
Yeah,
That's still pretty cool looking.
yeah.
It's
It's really
And then,
cool.
like, the detail right there,
it looks so good.
like, that's sick.
He's using Bionicle feet for the chest pieces.
Oh
I
yeah,
think-
look at that.
Those feet back to back.
Huh.
And there's 2 feet back to back.
Great part usage right there.
Yeah, the parts usage is cool.
See, right
They're
there.
Bionicle parts, but they're used in other ways.
He's got some chain pieces stacked up right there on the backside, kind of like chainmail. That's pretty cool.
Well, these
that-
are just the whip pieces wrapped around.
Yeah.
It's made out of those hook swords. So I'm looking at the mask thinking, what the heck is that? But the 2 jaw pieces are made out of Bionicle hook swords.
Well, it's also right
Oh.
here, and
Yeah, that's a different hook sword.
the axe blades are right here. No, this piece and this piece are the same thing.
Yep, it's the same thing.
No, they're 2 different sizes. I'm pretty
And then
sure.
Huh.
The axe blade.
That is really cool.
I mean, that thing's
There's the dragon tails. So that's a Bionicle thigh piece that your hand was on.
this.
Yeah.
That's so
Next
cool.
up, I brought an animal since I brought a fig,
Oh,
but this
that's
is
cool.
the same thing.
Oh
Like,
my gosh.
I just love how it's like he got like the fluff like of the fur
yeah.
with those like round pieces. It looks so good.
Well, the mock
It's
builder in me,
incredibly organic.
the mock builder in me looked at these and are like, all right, how in the hell does his inner workings work? Like, how many snot bricks are in there with bars sticking out of them that have clips hooked to them? Like, how fragile is this?
Some mixel ball joints.
Yeah. Like, this thing has to just easily fall apart. I have
Yeah.
a close up of the face. Like he's using the hat pieces, the bandanas, the croissants.
Oh, and like the nose is the binoculars from one of the CMFs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's so cool. Oh,
he's got the 1x3 tile with teeth on it as the middle teeth.
Yeah.
oh, I found something interesting. So, like, where his ear is, there is 1x1. Actually, move over a little bit. It's just like right here. It's like I said this. It's a tube. A tube's connecting that curve piece. Like right
Up here?
move it over to the right. Move over more.
You talking about here?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, it's right here too. It's
That's
rigid
so
hose. It's
cool.
there. It's there. A rigid hose is how he's got this connected. That's what I'm saying. It's literally a bunch of snot bricks with like a hose coming out of it, flipped in every which way.
Props to that guy. I could not have that time. I would just fall apart on me.
That's crazy good use of parts.
And then next up, we're gonna jump right into everybody in the panels neck of the woods. World War II. Have y'all ever seen this guy build anything?
Yeah. Mainly. Oh, I'm trying to think. A lot of German battle scenes. I've seen some American tanks.
Well, I was about to say so I brought one from Germany and one from Japan. First off, Russia.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it makes. So the one thing I will say, and this is going to sound really shitty, but it looks extremely too busy.
I agree with that. There's a lot of snow.
Well, it's done like there's so many pieces everywhere. Like there's no flow to it.
Like I
Zoom
would.
in.
I've got
Zoom
plenty.
in.
I got plenty. Where you want to go?
Okay.
Looks like a scene from Enemy at the Gates.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh wow. Look at that. Is that Brickmania, Charlie?
I don't think so.
So like
It
right
just-
here, what I'm talking about, like these 1x4s, like he used them a lot up here, and I don't think they look good because snow isn't going to be round next to a round next to a round.
No, it's usually like flat, but there's a little curve to the flat. They can go down or up.
Yeah, that's what and all the opposition right here, where some go up and down and left and right. I think it really throws it off.
Yeah, it just. When I said
But
too much snow.
There's a bunch of
Yeah,
stuff.
you
Like,
man, it is too busy.
this fountain right here is absolutely amazing. I've got some close up pics. One of the things I was going to ask George and Sam while they're on tonight is I have not bought anything yet to do this because I've been trying to like wonder how I should do it. Let me go. I'll have to come. Well, I can use this. These sandbags from like the I think they're what CAD
Mini cat side
Mini
end.
Yeah. What do y'all think about them?
They're all right.
Yeah, they're decent. They're
Do
not
you think
Lego,
I should
but
use them?
decent. No, I don't
No?
think so. Just build it out of Lego. A lot of people do that. I see these on mocks. If you do them correctly, yeah. But if you do them incorrectly, it's just gonna stick out like a sore thumb.
Well, I've
That's
seen
my
a lot of
opinion.
people. A lot of people do the 1x2 round plates.
Yeah, like he's got around the well there. That's
Yeah.
how I've done most
Yep.
of my sandbags.
That's
And
what
then
I was planning
Dark
on.
tan, mix it up.
That's what I was actually planning on.
I like that design. Even if you have them like in different levels, so you have like one out and then one taller, one on the back, it looks almost just like it.
So what I normally do when I build, by the way, is I just got done with this set. I'm keeping the 2 white pieces out of it with its leftover. I take all these leftover pieces and I just chuck it in this bin that goes to Gene.
Here's something interesting. I don't do inventory. I just have them in big. I don't have them separate in little sections like here's red, here's green, here's this part there. No, I just dump them in the bins.
Yeah, I like my sanity. But I mean, I think this stuff looks really cool. I seen this and I
Ooh, that's a
immediately
nice
thought,
shot.
like, I don't have
Yeah.
any minifigs in any of these buildings. That's something I need to do.
Like
I like the idea he's going for. It looks great, but yeah, I agree. The snow just kind of makes it look
It's
really
like-
crowded.
it gets like a little off. Like it feels off in a way.
Well, one of the things that, like, so I bring on a different guest every week, and a lot of people remember back all the way when I had Dylan on, and one of the things Dylan said was Dylan like shredded this guy because of his snow placement, and it's like made me paranoid. By the way, I wanted to say we got Brits build in the house. Says, hey everybody, Marty Becker says I have several of his kits. His name is Martin Lee. And True Squadron says, hello, everyone. And yes, do not use those sandbags. So I will not. That's 3 out of 3. But one of the things Dylan said is when you're building a mock, no matter what it is, whether it's Star Wars, whether it's World War II, whether it's fantasy, whatever, is when you're laying groundwork, it has to actually make sense. None of the snow would be on the side of these buildings at all.
No,
It's not getting caught by an archway right here. It's just stuck to the side of the building, and that's not how gravity works.
So it would just be on top of like the
Well, this would make
and
sense because it's stuck on all the edges. Snow's going to fall, and it's going to land on the flat spot, but it's not going to be grooved up going down the side of it.
I don't know about that. I can send you some pictures my son took in Switzerland this past week, where it gets caught in a blowing snow. Some of those buildings in Switzerland had snow all down the side of them.
yeah, that's probably after a snowstorm, not like a normal snowfall. That's what we had up here.
I think that the building's technique on this are really good. I don't like the snow. I really like his fence around here. I'm not going to lie. It's pretty clean and simple. And this is his next one.
Oh,
I like this so much better.
oh,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
nice.
That's beautiful. That aircraft, the way he like had it crash, looks like it's crashed into it. Almost accurate, almost 100% accurate to what it would have been.
I wish one of these trees would have been laid over on it. I
That
don't
would
know.
be-
I don't know if that would have been possible. Like in real life, if it hit the bank like that, if one of these trees would actually fell. But I think that'd have been cool.
And the second thing I noticed is the soldiers. The first thing is the plane. The second thing is the soldiers.
Well, the soldiers are one of the things that are my pet peeve. They
yellow.
They have yellow hands and heads.
Yeah. Like it would be awesome to have it like pure like flesh tone. That would definitely like break it up more. But I used to be that guy that put Lego yellow hands and heads on it. I'm not that guy anymore.
It's cheaper to do yellow.
Yep,
Do
that's
what?
true.
It's cheaper to do yellow.
Not anymore. It's not.
Yeah.
I'll go against you on that one. You could buy any minifig. Well, not any, but if you just need random flesh tone heads, all the flesh tone heads on Lego's website, you could buy for 30 cents a piece or cheaper, and none of them have any kind of crazy like dramatic facial expressions like they would on a yellow. I supplied my entire Black Falcon army off of Lego's website.
Oh, that's sick. That's absolutely sick.
They've been coming out more and more and more. The first big like drop of them was the ones that came with the foosball table.
Oh yeah, that was a lot of heads. I like his water. It's studs to the side. It's not just flat tile.
Yeah, it's built sideways.
Yeah. I wish he actually
Oh, that is
added something. I dropped some, but
That's a lot. That's where all your trans clear plates went, Richard.
Well, no, those are the trans brown.
Trans
So I'm
black.
not worried about those.
like I like the trans brown in that. I love how he around the outside. It's not like normal squared. It's at an angle. So you see,
Yeah.
It does a lot of his bases like that. It helps break it up. I like that.
Well, I was going to say this one was built not the same way, but it is kind of similar.
yeah, but
Same
you
thing,
lose
same
that. You lose that with everything else, like the snow. You don't see it, but the other one. Also, I don't like the buildings in this one, the back of them. You can see it perfectly in this one. Kind of lose that with the other one.
I don't know, but I thought this was pretty cool. I wanted to bring some more of his stuff, but I didn't want to swamp and have freaking 50 mocks to show. But that was what I brought. Did you bring some stuff there?
Oh yeah, I got a few things.
I'm kind of upset you didn't send them to me early this week, so I have something to show.
Well, I didn't want you to steal my thunder this week, but now after seeing some of those, I wish I'd have sent you what I have.
Jeez.
Me steal your thunder? What are you talking about? All I did was bring your ideas to the group.
Oh, that's funny.
This is a group discussion here.
Yep, I think you guys got to approve me still.
Oh,
You're good, George.
All right, so I don't know if anybody's an Aliens fan. I am.
Ooh.
This we talked about that 3-in-1 Creator Bunny set last week, and then this popped up a couple days ago.
do you only have to have that set to do that?
You only have to have this set to do it, and he just released instructions on Instagram 3 days ago. So
I might have to tell Haley she's got a project.
we're gonna have to go buy another one. So this, it's funny. We were at the store Sunday, and Jonna, the wife, picked one up. And she's like, "You want this to build that?" I'm like, "Well, I have no idea how to build it. I'm not gonna sit there and reverse engineer it." And then now he has the instructions. Like, damn it, should have bought it. So I think it's pretty cool.
I the creative side of it is like, oh, you can just make an alien out of a bunny rabbit.
Technically, I'll be the one to say that I'm probably the biggest horror fan out of this. That's not an alien.
Face
That's a
hugger.
face hugger.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I'm not big in aliens or.
That's what
Horrors and
impregnates you
Through the mouth.
through the mouth.
Jeez, no,
Anyways, so, yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
I don't have nightmares now.
This is from a person Brix52
Oh,
on
wow.
Instagram, and the reason I picked it is we were talking about the roof last week being off kilter, uneven. Thought it was nets. Caden told us otherwise. If you look right up here, those look like 1x2 modified tiles with a clip.
They are.
Yep.
Holding those
Oh,
tiles
wow,
together
look
on
at
the edges,
that.
and that'll allow you to get all that wonky.
That means
Tile.
that roof right there is like 300 pieces.
And extremely fragile, I would say.
Where's it connected at?
It's got to be deep inside here somewhere, but
It's probably
it's,
got one stud connection somewhere.
it's a great use of that technique. So I thought that was kind of funny. We were talking about that, and then I find this. So
I like the minifigure
Yes.
windmill.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh no, those are the clips. The minifigure hands are down below on the roof. Those are the bar clips.
yeah,
I will tell you though that one of
with,
my
like,
favorite pieces that Lego's done in like a mold in a very long time is on that tower right there, that lion's head. When they went on when they went on to Pick-a-Brick, I think I bought 20 of them, and I don't know why, but I've got them just in case.
and here's
They're
another
a good brick.
keystone in the arch for Gene. It's not quite all there, but I
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
it's a good attempt.
Yeah, I like that fireplace. So I'm assuming little blacksmith shop right here.
Scroll to that door on the right.
Yeah, I was gonna say that door looks.
Does he have
really
umbrellas as the bars?
Those are umbrellas for the wrought iron bars.
Yeah,
So,
that's
That's
pretty
a
cool.
awesome.
lot of nice parts usage.
I,
in this
I
setup.
actually have saved 2 spoons, the black spoons, because
Yeah.
they use them in the rear view mirrors for the F1 cars. And I've got 2 right here because one of the next buildings I build, I want to add it as the door bar. But that's the umbrellas are cool. I don't think I have 2 black umbrellas.
Yeah, here's a better.
Is that a printed piece on that windowsill above, where the chess piece, not chess, chess
Yeah.
check?
Oh, that's lids for the
Yeah, for the treasure chest.
yeah.
Exactly. I was gonna
That-
say, yeah.
This is a fantastic parts usage build.
Just beautiful.
My guy down there in front of the wizard is just passed out drunk.
Oh yeah,
He drank too much mead.
kind of reminds me of the scarecrow.
Yeah. I like how he's got a rat behind him. I just noticed that.
Chickens.
He's
you
used
gotta
a-
shout chickens.
I'm just now getting into like the whole rubber band usage. He's got a ton of rubber bands in here used in different ways.
Yes, I got around the barrels here. I don't think that's a rubber band. That looks like a whip, maybe.
I copied well, I didn't copy Kate. Well, I did copy Caden. Caden gave me an idea. So I had Haley down here the other day. I think she rolled like 50 bed rolls. Now I just got to attach them to some tanks.
Nice.
That's sick.
Oh,
I like
that's
fire
awesome.
trucks.
Holy
And I
smokes.
like this color. So, Castle Beach Fire on Instagram. It looks like he hasn't posted in quite a while. But, yeah, I don't know those doors in lime green. Not sure
Gene,
how
if you
popular
only
those
had a
are.
printer, this guy wouldn't be using stickers.
Those doors are
But-
like side doors off of cars. They're not. They're
Yeah.
not like they go up and down.
I love,
you put them on cars sideways.
Love Oshkosh fire equipment. So this would look great on an airport mock, Air Force Base.
You got having like during Oshkosh air show with like a P-51 right beside it.
What did when those were on military bases? What color were they?
Typically either red or they'd be similar to this shade of green. I think the one they had out at Whiteman Air Force Base might have been bright yellow for a while.
Yeah, I've seen them bright yellow too.
Yeah. But I don't know. Thought change of pace. Hadn't seen
It looks good.
very many vehicles on here.
Wait, are those like wheel part of the wheels, the middle section? Is that actual Lego, or is that like a
It's
like
I'm trying to remember what sets those were from. I want to say
Inside wheels?
Mm-hmm.
late
Yeah, they're
90s,
plastic.
early 2000s.
We've got them. They're
Really?
like inserts.
They're
I'd
the
have-
wheel. Tori said those are the wheel cover inserts.
oh,
Huh.
I was thinking they were actually wheels.
They're like a plastic.
I thought they were like fake Lego.
Are they from a Speed Champions?
There was something before Speed Champions, but I can't remember exactly what it was.
I got this cool thing on the front of me called the internets.
Called pull up the old Google Find Me.
I'll go to
Google
the Brickin.
screenshot that. It's a good, like I love that window piece that's upside down for the front.
Yeah, he got the slant of the Oshkosh cab pretty good there.
It always
like
kills me how much better people design things than Lego.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
I
Lego
like
hire
the
these
recessed
people.
step. He had
Was that
he had
right
quite a
there?
few other good builds on there, but,
No. I don't
and
think
then
so.
this guy here, Dark Lord of the Brick.
He sits right next to
Oh,
it.
oh, that's
That's
so good.
1995.
I'm thinking, reading the description, it's from a Star Wars video game I'm not familiar with?
That's Fallen Order.
Yeah,
That-
like that.
That was it.
Hey, go back to that fire truck a minute.
Trevor said Jack Stone sets with the weird mini dogs, maybe.
Those are deeper.
Okay.
Wait,
All right, we're all good. We're all good. I was checking.
I got them pulled up right here. It's part number 51377 in metallic silver. They came in 4 sets, and they came in the Batman, Dragster, the Catwoman Pursuit, the Batmobile Two Faces Escape, Big Bling Willie, which was just some big car, Gear Grinders, which is another big car, and then they came in they were pearl gold in the Batman sets. The metallic silver were the Big Bling Willies.
I did not know that. The more you know.
Those look pretty neat, though. I wonder how expensive they are. They're all it is a pin.
They're only like 62 cents used.
Yeah, they don't look like it. I mean, there's somebody in Pittsburgh that's got 4 of them for 8 cents.
Get them. George, you should get them. Make your own fire truck.
Nah. I'm good.
But yeah, I could tell that's Fallen Order just from the Cal Kestis minifig up front.
I knew you'd know better than I am. I know the movies and the expanded universe. Not big on video games.
Game was pretty cool. It just felt too much like a Assassin's Creed Star Wars. I love when I first looked up and saw that like yellow entry. I thought you had brung like a Fallout mock with an entry to like a vault.
Yeah.
I love how he's got the not only like the entrance surrounding, but how it's got the capes that are posted up to make it look like it's a tarp with all the hoses and chains hanging down. And I love that minifig, or the droid to the left with the Stormtrooper helmet on.
Rip him. Dang.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how Stormtrooper and battle droids would be in the same era, but
they're not. The battle droids weren't in the game.
It looks like a skeleton.
He's got let me find a better picture. He's got some battle droid heads in here. Yeah, right here. And then there's some up top.
Those kind of blend in and look like a little bit of plant vegetation.
And that could be what he's going for. I just thought it was pretty cool. I like you said, I like how he incorporated that doorway into the rock work.
Those pieces around to your left right there, the yellow big chest are chest pieces from mechs.
Yeah, they look like the one from the Wolverine mech.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Subject for another podcast.
I love the
Sorry, we said we wouldn't talk about X-Men.
Y'all are gonna get slayed.
This one made me giggle trying to figure out what's going on here. So.
I almost want to know if it made it to where it was like an animal being spread apart and they just put a Stormtrooper helmet on it.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. So some wild beast with a long tail.
Yeah.
It's like a scarecrow in a way.
Yeah, it's a great build. It's not gigantic, but I mean, you get plenty of detail.
I really like how he did the angle with the bars and the clips all around the side.
Just kind of stuck in there friction wise.
The door is cool as well. Look at that.
Yeah,
I like the fact that it's a Star Wars build, and how many lightsaber hilts he has in that. Like there's four just right there in that one picture.
Yeah,
and there's one down below on the rock.
There's the other minifig, the droid heads lined up.
Yeah, I'm not real sure what that's trying to represent, but it works.
Just spare parts.
So, yep, well, that's all I got this week.
That's a sick build, though.
No, it's great.
That's my favorite one from the night.
That one in the Japanese
I think so.
Those two are my favorites.
Boom.
I know that we had something. Gabriel Gamer says ours does everything. These photos ? These photos you already go up super fast. Heroes.
Huh?
Never too old for Lego says what's up everyone. Mr. Jeff, what is going on? So something that nobody knows about except for me and George. George sent me a gift. It is for a giveaway. I'm guessing while reading that this is up.
Yes.
So I did go ahead and rip all the shipping labels off. You cannot know me or George's address. I kind of know what to expect out of this, and I kind of don't know what to expect out of this.
If you want a fanboy, Richard, just send me a message and I'll give you his address.
It's a live unboxing.
Well, that's funny. Just wait till you open the box.
Should I close the thing and then go off?
No, you're good.
I'm gonna tell you what though, this is a big, heavy box compared to what you said you were gonna send me.
I reuse some packaging.
That's why. So, what do you want me to take out first?
Let her rip, Tater Chip. Your choice.
So, I got some shirts that we knew were coming.
Ooh.
One of these, they got a cool little bearded minifig on the front.
Oh yeah.
Second, I know what this is. And then it looks like we got some pins and stickers that say George. Oh, and the keychain that say Hicks Bricks. But this right here was the funny part of the night. I was joking.
Oh.
And we got some MREs. I don't know. How did this start? I know. Oh, so
You sent me a reel.
I sent George a video of this guy who had a kid who was very ungrateful of the meal he was getting. So his dad made him eat an MRE, and he was screaming and crying. So it looks like there's Mexican-style chicken stew and beef patty jalapeno pepper jack.
Jeez.
Pepper jack.
The fact that this says Department of Defense.
Nobody from the DOD's watching.
Yeah.
I've never seen one that didn't come in a box.
You should do a live test
recommended,
of it.
Warfighter tested, and Warfighter approved. Flameless ration heaters are prohibited in commercial airlines.
Didn't say nothing about the back of a UPS truck. Oops.
So what do you do? Just simply
That's
peel this apart?
Yeah, peel it apart, cut it open. Depends how manly you want to look.
Why is it lagging?
Holy crap.
Live test tasting right here.
I really figured you'd have cracked open that bulldozer first.
Man, it's got a chocolate chip cookie in it.
Oh, I want it back.
Oh no.
I've never had a chocolate chip cookie.
I was gonna save the bulldozer for an actual video.
Gotcha.
Basic
Is it
orange.
the firefighter bulldozer?
No, I built a bulldozer for a D-Day landing years ago, and he needed one, so I sent it to him.
You get M&Ms in the
Cool.
military?
What the fudge? You got like I gave you like one of the best ones. I
A
want
lot
it
of
back.
hard-earned money is going for the troops.
They quit putting candy in those years ago. I guess it's back.
Cheese spread with bacon,
Oh, you did get the best one.
a hot beverage bag.
Oh jeez.
So like this legit has everything you need. Like you have
Oh
to.
yeah, that's legit straight from the DOD.
Is this a water filtration bag?
No, that's a flameless ration heater. You put the main course in there, add water up to a line. It acts like a hot hand.
God, no wonder everybody comes back from the military fat. Cherry
Oh.
cobbler, chocolate chip cookies, M&Ms.
This might have been an Air Force MRE. Oh, wait a minute. No,
That's
they
true.
use
That's true.
cafeteria.
Nate, maybe.
So this is the beef jalapeno. This is tortillas. And then it's the cheese and bacon spread. So do I actually have to like legit heat this up?
You don't have to if you don't want to, but
Be a man about it. Just eat it.
Well, I'm just saying,
Plain.
like, I'm trying to figure out like what's the best way to do this.
Mm,
Whatever is inside of here is busted.
oh, that's the accessory pack. That should just be like sugar, salt,
It looks like it's got matches,
chewing
maybe
gum,
gum.
toilet paper.
It does have toilet paper.
Oh yeah,
Let me cut this open.
They should have it on Taco Bell's when you get Taco Bell, you just give you toilet paper or something.
Says these matches are designed especially for damp climates, but they will not light when wet or after long exposure of very damp air. Even smells like outside. Instant coffee. I bet that tastes like shit.
it's not the best.
Haley, you need to come down here and eat something with this.
Shit.
I'd eat
Right.
it, 100%. You get a moist
We
towelette
do.
that's latex free. Salt. This must be the toilet paper.
Yep.
Says Lighthouse S something.
It's actually a napkin.
Yeah, something in here like busted and I guess stuck everything together.
That sucks.
This is gum?
Yeah. Like cinnamon fire Big Red wannabe gum.
So this is sugar, ketchup, mustard, and
I
creamer.
bet
Creamer is what exploded.
that sucks. And it's a
Yeah.
powdered creamer. That's odd.
Well, or it might have been, I guess, the ketchup, but it's like brown.
Huh. It's like me looking at ketchup every day.
Let me
Your wife said she'd try the gum.
do what?
Your wife said she'd try the gum.
Come down here and try it. What are you waiting on? So this is the beef patty. Is it just like a Oh, it looks horrible.
Ah,
That smelled terrible too.
have a good evening, Papa Trip.
See you next time.
This looks like something you get like wet dog food.
Oh, it's not that bad.
No, I never. It doesn't smell bad, honestly. Well, here goes nothing, I guess.
Jeez.
Jeff Lohmeyer says Gene and Sam are drooling.
It literally tastes like a cheeseburger you'd buy at a school lunch.
No, that's basically same thing.
Jeez. It looks like
very
a
dry.
steel piece of wood.
Sage, isn't it?
Like to be as like moist as this looks, it's pretty dry.
Every school is a cafeteria.
It definitely has like a jalapeno flavor.
Yeah, I don't. They used to be round patties. I don't know what year they switched to that square.
Oh boy.
The fact that this has a stamp on it that says "inspected for wholesomeness" by the U.S. Department of Agriculture.
It sounds right.
That's not terrible though.
Jeez.
Yeah, Trevor's got a good point. Put it on one of the tortillas and put some of that bacon cheese spread on it. Since the ketchup didn't make it.
I'm coming, Chestnut.
Lori said you just need to man up and eat it.
I am eating it.
Haley said full send.
Hey.
I'm trying not to make a mess at the same time, though.
It sounds like hard
I'm
as a
glad
rock.
Glad I didn't send you veggie omelet. You probably wouldn't talk to me anymore.
jeez.
The tortilla just looks like a normal tortilla.
So where did you get this, George?
I got all kinds of stuff stashed away for emergencies.
These tortillas don't taste that bad at all, actually.
They're not bad for 15 years old.
They're not. But it is approved for the wholesomeness from the U.S. government. I'm telling you, though, the only complaint I have so far is for everything like the hamburger stuff in this to be like, I mean, this isn't stale. It's not like, but it's dry.
Yeah. I think those came out of probably one of the newest cases I have, which is 2023, 22 manufacture. So
If you go back and get some from like World War II, is that stuff technically still edible?
there's a gentleman on YouTube called Steve MRE 1989.
I seen him before. Holy cows.
I think the oldest ration he has ever eaten was World War One. Yeah. Then you don't see Steve for a couple weeks because he's probably recovering from food poisoning.
Does this taste like cream cheese?
No. It's kind of like Cheese Whiz in a can. Good.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I'm not going to eat it then.
Oh, it's so
Not
good.
Cheese Whiz. I'm not a Cheese Whiz guy.
Oh, okay. The
And
bacon
this
cheese,
is like-
I was right.
The consistency of this scares me of opening it down here.
the cobbler.
Yeah.
Yeah. You may want to wait till you're over a kitchen sink.
Haley, bring me a plate. So do you like legit just take this and put the tortilla in it and like freaking hot pocket yourself a meal?
No.
So what is
You
this?
put you put both the cobbler and the burger Mylar pack inside of there, or inside the flameless ration heater bag. Fill the water up to a certain line on there, and then you can stick the flameless ration heater inside of there to help keep the heat in, and then you prop it up with a rock or whatever's handy.
Says plan ahead, carry ration components with you for quick recovery.
You're probably the only person that's ever read one of those.
I'm just interested to see what it actually like legit says.
Maybe the Marines just have crayons or something.
What's
I don't know.
the weird thing about this is, have you ever read this?
There's a lot of information on there. High sodium.
Well, the thing though is the stuff that it says that's on here. It says good MRE sources. None of them are in this.
Huh.
It says that there's a recovery trail mix and pudding. There's 90 grams of chocolate protein drink.
Oh, yeah. It's probably a universal insert.
And then there's peanut butter crackers. Are they like, have you had the peanut butter crackers?
I have not.
I was about to say, are they legit like I want to try to make a plate down here where I don't make a mess and open this.
You're not going outside? You're not going outside to go park in your
Oh,
clothes?
dude.
Get a treat?
I will say though, I eat spicy stuff all the time. That like jalapeno cheese has like a lingering spice to it.
It hangs with you. The jalapeno cheddar cheese spread, it definitely sticks with you for a while.
This has got to be one of the like most ghetto things I've ever done on film. I'm about to eat off my military spoon. I like how they wrap the spoon.
Your wife just said there's plates on the other side, Richard.
Is there really?
I don't know. That's what she said.
Hold on then. Well, we have like a whole nother half to the basement.
Oh,
No, I bet they're over there from when we were down there tearing stuff apart.
Wait, you guys have a basement that's actually standable? Our basement's like a dungeon. We have no room.
that's how the basement was at my house growing up. You had to like bend all the way over to walk through it.
Well, there's like literally a pond in our basement when it rains. It's bad. It's like over a 120-year-old basement.
I'd say you got the old stone foundation.
Yep. House was built in like 1900.
Oh yeah, been there. Hey, a plate
Little farm. Hey, look at that.
/ frisbee.
Oh, it's a golden plate.
It's a golden plate.
Ooh, fancy.
So this is the cherry
Nothing
cobbler.
like I don't like showing up to lunch with a plate and
This looks like the
old-
chocolate
old-
protein drink.
old bag of military stuff.
Cherry cobbler isn't bad, but I'm gonna tell you what, it has a hint of liquor. No, I'm not lying to you.
It's been fermenting in the package for 3 years.
It has like a slight hint of like some type of whiskey.
That's why they keep on moving, I think.
So put it in a jar, stick it on the shelf. Come back a couple years later, you'll have some good moonshine.
Like no, like I'm like serious. It legit smells like a cheap
Jeez.
wine almost.
Boone's Farm.
It got oxygen to it and fermented.
Yeah.
It's not that bad though. I mean, like, kind of tastes like K&W dessert.
If you're in a pinch, they're not bad.
So is each one of these like a 1 meal thing?
He says, I'm going to be sick. And Jeff Lohmeyer says, I can't wait to know how you feel in an hour.
Haley, come down here and eat something out of this.
A majority of them of that variety are supposed to be just one meal, but most guys I know that were in, they didn't eat everything. They save some, put them in their pant pockets.
Well, like
snack on it later.
it feels odd that this is supposed to be like to get you by when you're in a pinch, but there's so many sugar items in it.
Yeah.
Everything
they've
just has like
changed.
a dry taste to it though.
They've changed so much over the years.
So I guess there's not much left but this cookie.
Oh, man, I'm jealous. You got a chocolate chip cookie.
Dude, I'm going to let you know right now, there is not a dessert in this world that I would rather have than a chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah. Brownies are good.
Oh, this looks so dry.
I bet it's not as bad as Chips Ahoy dry, but
I don't know. It just
oh, I heard that crack from here.
Oh,
That was crisp.
Mary, you can hear it from Iowa.
that's not good.
How old is that?
Well,
cookie,
Your wife
George?
said tap it on the table.
There's not a dessert you'd rather have than chocolate chip cookie. You know what you said?
That's not good.
Well, it's probably better when it's fresher.
It sounds like
The
a rock.
cobbler, the one thing that you don't probably want to get fermented is better than the flour and sugar.
That's funny. So you put some cheese spread on it, makes it better. Add a little hot sauce.
Just bacon, cheese spread, everything.
Oh yeah.
Haley, come eat this cheese spread off a cracker. Jeff said it's 400 proof cobbler. Like it's not enough to get you shit faced, but after eating this whole pouch, you're gonna feel a little better about yourself.
Oh yeah.
I will have to say, after eating just about everything in here, the cookie's probably the worst. I don't know. The tortilla wasn't good.
No, you could really. It's really starchy.
I've never even like heard of these brands before either. This being like a US thing, like Cafe Genil. What is that? Genitalia.
They've really changed their products up a lot in the last couple of years. I don't know where half the stuff comes from anymore.
I remember it's made by the lowest bidder.
Yeah.
I know that y'all are probably thinking that I'm the only person that reads this, like George said, but like these instructions are hilarious. It just says empty contents into a cup, add hot water, stir and enjoy.
I'm surprised it doesn't say caution, maybe hot.
Well, it does. It is in Spanish too, which is surprising. This is the only thing that has Spanish on it, is the coffee, which makes me think these were like hotel room type. Just out of curiosity, Gene, if I save this toilet paper, the next time,
I know this is going.
I mean, these are, God, you get like a square. Like,
So
it's legit a square.
There's a trick to that. You
Oh,
fold it up into
together?
a small square. Take the little pinch the tip off. Stick your finger up, and you can imagine the rest. And then you use that little piece to clean out from underneath your fingernails. That's in the field book.
oh, jeez.
Is the tortilla is the only problem I have with this, by the way, and the cookie being dry as shit. Do you is the orange drink actually legit good?
That's not bad.
So I had a feeling that they would give you something like this. So I actually have like a bottle of water.
Yeah, so that's perfect size. It says on there to mix it with 20 ounces, but 20 ounces is too much.
Is it?
Yeah. Jeff said one sheet is all you.
That's true.
I mean, I'm still breathing right now. My stomach isn't gurgling yet. I have a pretty strong stomach though.
You'll be fine.
So I'm not worried about it.
Per day.
Haley, at least come try this. If I die, I can't be the only one.
You gotta go down with the ship.
Somebody's got to take care of Vader.
I
Vader.
love how it's a kit that they give to you, and just the randomness of like, okay, you could possibly use this. Like the bag I opened with all the condiments, I'm pretty sure what every single one gets the same thing.
Typically it used to be that way. Now they kind of vary. There's a accessory bag A and accessory bag B, so the contents may vary. Some have hot sauce packet. Some will have 2 coffee. Some will have no coffee.
Did they trade this shit like military commissary?
Yeah. I'm surprised to see a bag of M&Ms in there again.
Jeez.
That's legit not bad.
Oh,
I mean-
I was waiting for you to say that tastes like crap.
I mean, it's definitely not like. Well, see, I don't drink anything but water, and
Yeah.
one of these a day. But that just tastes like one of the powdered, like Kool-Aids with no sugar. I'm assuming they use the sugar for this.
You can, or in the coffee, or make that cookie a little better. Add it to the cobbler to really speed up the fermentation.
Here we go.
I'm really surprised the moist towelette doesn't say "Do not wipe your ass." It literally just says a very strong napkin-sized towelette saturated with a cleansing lotion that cleans, refreshes hands and face without soap or water. Self-dries in seconds, leaving skin feeling soft and smooth. They're made in Brooksville, Florida.
Florida of all places.
It smells funny.
Does it smell like alcohol too?
No, there's more alcohol in that cherry cobbler than there is this towelette.
Oh, that's great.
This just smells what a towelette that's been used before, I assume, would smell like.
They gathered them up at the local Buffalo Wild Wings, folded them, repackaged them.
Ran them under some water and dipped them in some Windex.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, yeah, it does. It legit
You
has,
better make sure you're done and ready before you use the TP.
it legit has instructions.
Oh, yeah.
It tells you to prop it up against a rock. So do these things require actual heat, like a flammable gas?
No, you just add water to it, and those that white element in there, kind of like a hot hands.
Yeah.
So when the water reacts with it, it's a chemical reaction, produces heat. It'll start bubbling and steaming. And
Do they have one that you like crack and shake open? I think that was like something I'd seen or something like that.
not that I recall.
Oh.
At least not in U.S. MREs. Maybe in other countries.
For most of our dumbasses in the military, it has a symbol on the inside saying not to eat the hot hands.
Not for consumption, boys and
It
girls.
literally has a thing that says it's like it's showing someone putting it in their mouth crossed out.
It's like
That's
the
because at some point somebody did that.
Somebody's tried it.
Haley needs to come down here and try this gum.
come on, Haley, you got it.
I mean, I have a whole nother MRE down here that she can eat. Although I will say I kind of want to keep this one packaged. I need to
Save for
put this
another
up
day.
on the shelf with on the other side of this wall over here. I've
See,
got
that-
a do what?
That one's got a pack of crackers in it.
Does it?
Yeah, I can tell.
There's
from
something
that.
that's right here
Yeah.
that's hard.
Yeah, those are either just plain white crackers or vegetable crackers. I can tell by the shape and size.
But I got some I've got a M1 steel pot and then a stall helm on the other side of that wall. This look like I think Haley would actually like this. I hear stirring around up there. She might be on her way.
There's some that come with like a chocolate milkshake powder. It's not bad. Hot chocolate's not bad.
And I'm surprised these are in like legit normal packaging.
Yeah, no, they usually just come direct as they are. I've seen Skittles,
Yeah, I hear her
M&Ms,
coming down the stairs.
peanut M&Ms.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, come here, Haley. Let me get all this off. You're about to have a once of everything.
Hell no. I'm
Take a bite of this cookie.
I'm doing the gum.
No, you got to drink. The drink isn't bad. I'm telling you right now, your dad would drink the hell out of that drink. You have to take
Okay.
a bite of this cookie.
You have to get the bite of the cookie, then do the drink.
Take a bite of this.
I can't
I
hear
have that
them.
exact shirt.
They're not saying anything.
Hey George, can you say one thing?
Yes.
Haley.
It ain't got no gas in it.
Ain't got no gas in it.
Thank you.
She's eating it.
Oh boy.
That is a look of
She's not
disgust.
spitting it out.
Oh,
It's not that bad. It's just dry.
It's old-ish.
Oh,
Yeah. Don't tell her.
Were they softer? Like
I'd say when they're fresher, they usually manufacture them whatever year, and then they don't get distributed for like 6.
How bad is it, Haley? Be honest.
how much do I have to pay you to take a bite of this?
That's the last one.
She just left.
Did she
Yeah,
just
dude.
pass out?
That's us.
What's wrong?
Had to change.
It's not that bad. It's literally like a grilled, like if you look at it out of the pack, it's like a grilled hamburger out of like a school.
Yeah, it looks like we used to call it tiger ribs.
Jeez.
It's like a McRib patty.
It
Yeah,
looks
it's like
like
that's
some-
probably what McRibs are made out of, right?
Probably is.
that cookie.
Smell that.
No.
Taste this.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm telling you, your dad would drink that every day, all day. You probably would drink that all day, every day. It just needs sugar.
Smells good.
That's what I said. It just needs sugar for y'all.
Where's my print department?
That's not bad though.
Do you want to try this cheese whiz?
Negative.
That's one of the times I'm gonna
Okay.
I didn't even open this.
Goes back on the outside of my thing.
You want some M&Ms? Well, here,
Peanut butter didn't.
your after dinner mint.
That
Oh,
gum's
boy.
probably the worst thing in the whole package.
My world of dog food.
You said it's the worst thing in there.
It
What's the
depends.
best thing?
Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. It's chiclets, pretty much.
If they had like a brand like M&M's sending and stuff, why wouldn't they have like Trident?
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Good thing I don't have
The
filling.
look on her face.
Oh,
Is it cinnamon?
Oh yeah, like it's fireball immediately. Like,
Yep.
let me see the other
Her
one.
face is turning
Usually
red
the
What
right
is
red
it?
now.
packages are cinnamon.
Do what?
the gum
What is it? Cinnamon gum?
Yeah.
is very, very chewy. Like,
It feels like it expands once it cracks the
Yeah.
shell.
Foam earplugs.
that's honestly not bad though.
It immediately turns into like a rock though.
It's like zebra stripe. It lasts about 5 seconds.
Yeah, I was gonna say the flavor's almost already.
Yeah, it's gone.
Jeez.
It's like juicy fruit.
You want to try cherry cobbler?
Negative.
Kinda.
No, thank you.
Look at it.
I think she's done. Oh, this is with the alcohol in it, isn't it?
Smell it. It smells like alcohol.
Oh, and the fact, the consistency of this,
Yeah,
there's like chunks.
yeah, it's the cherries.
Yeah.
I 100% believe that was real cherries at one
Let me
time.
see this.
Oh, that
Please
looks
don't
Got
like
it out of the bag.
charcoal.
You might as well try it.
It looks like
Yeah.
mud.
You got it out of the bag. Just lick the spoon.
No,
This is the best thing in here.
I'm not trying to throw up.
Lick the spoon.
This gum really is not bad though.
I don't want to
I'll-
throw this
I'll
in the
save
trash.
all my gums and ship them to you guys.
Do what?
I'll save all the gum going forward and ship it to you guys.
Yes, this is what I need at work because I'll go through gum. Or at least this piece lasts
Got
for a
that
while.
instead of government cheese, we get that government gum.
Yes, this one piece might last all 8 hours of a workday.
I'm not.
Oh, boy.
I don't want to open this one unless you're going to eat it. If you'll eat it with me, I'll open it.
And Jeff said he would do it with you. Jeff, it's Mexican style.
You know, your dad would probably eat these every night, no problem.
Oh yeah, probably.
He'd be like, "Damn, that's good."
Yeah, 5-course meal.
Ain't half bad.
Look, I will say, I love her dad to death. I would do anything for him. But the first time we ever like cooked, we were at our old house. I'm down there, and I was cooking for him. I could already tell right away he had never had any of like her boyfriends or whatever in the past cook anything for him. Threw some shrimp on the grill, threw some ribs on the grill. 2 minutes later, he's like, "Those shrimp done." I'm like, "They're not done yet, I promise. You're going to overcook them." I was like, "They're not going to be overcooked." About 10 seconds later, I'm telling you, they're going to be ruined. I'm not going to eat them. They're going to be ruined. I was like, "Jerry, just stop." About 10 seconds later, "Have you took them things off yet?" I was like, "Jerry, stop." I took them all out of what I did was threw a whole bunch of spices and butter in like a 10 full pack and just put the shrimp on the top thing of the grill and turn it on like no heat whatsoever.
Yeah.
Well, I pour them out into a bowl, and next thing I know, he's over there eating them like it's his last meal before death row. And I'm like, "I thought they were going to be overcooked." He was like, "No, they're good. They're good."
He's just testing you.
Hey, shh.
What they were into.
I don't know.
What's wrong?
The
Stop.
aftertaste of that stuff.
Well, I brought this down here just in case. But I don't know what flavor this is.
Used to get Pop-Tarts in MREs.
Do what?
That used to get Pop-Tarts in some MREs.
You want to bite?
Huh.
No.
It'll take the taste out.
Dip it in your cobbler.
Oh no. That's
Can you-
horrible.
Can you take this upstairs, please? You want some ketchup?
No.
And Richard,
Yeah.
we're gonna sign off. It's about that time.
Yes, sir.
I'm subbing tomorrow.
Oh, geez.
I don't know what was worse, that MRE or that Pop-Tart. That Pop-Tart's not that great.
I'm going to look there. The office in here, okay.
That Pop-Tart was
Oh.
dry. That cookie. Do what?
It was a fun night, man.
Just put it in this bag.
Good hanging out with you, Gene.
You two
We're gonna
guys.
hang out with the Gene.
Everybody's viewing. Have a good night. See y'all next week.
See you, Gene.
Yeah. It's been fun. I guess we'll go ahead and end it on a good note. Everybody, I guess come back next week. We have a guest that has never been on before, and it's one of the ones I'm actually looking forward to. Pretty high standards this guy has, so I'm hoping to live up to them.
So it won't be me.
Won't be me either.
Well, it's pretty easy to meet your bar, George.
Yeah.
But I would like to thank everybody for hanging out tonight. We did do something a little different with this MRE. It became a joke between me and George, and apparently he had some, and he was like, F it, I'll send you some. So I was like, okay. Let's see what happens.
I was committed.
I mean, hey, I told y'all I would eat it. I wasn't going to eat the whole thing, but I was at least going to try it. But I will tell you, I did bring a Pop-Tart down here because I was like, there may be something that just... I mean, I get it if I was out in the middle of nowhere and wanted something to eat. I mean, I'd rather have one of those than nothing.
Yeah.
That's true.
Some of them are better than others. So
And you go 4 or 5, I'm not even going to say 4 or 5 days. If you go 10, 11 hours without eating, they probably taste a lot better.
That's
But
true.
thank everybody for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Come back next week. Look forward to this video that I'm posting. I know we didn't do a what's coming up, but I do have a video that is somewhat filmed. I'm just editing it. I'm trying to get 2 more buildings done to have this one section complete. Y'all got anything going on this week?
more work on big boats.
Same thing here, working, and we'll get my Spitfire done. I got the fuselage over done, but packing up to South Carolina. Hopefully head down there if you want to see me. I'm on the actual Laffy in Yorktown, so yeah, that's basically it.
Everybody take it easy, and I'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Yeah. Clicks and clacks, building blocks, let's begin. Stacks on stacks, with beards we always win. In a world of plastic, our minds spin. Brick by brick, where do we dive in? Brickin with the beard, we never stop. Talking pieces, colors going over the top.